of course.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Nosheen Mukhtar. Thank you so much for joining us today. And you're watching another episode of Stylfemina Talks. Today, I have with me Janna Issa. She is one of the emotional intelligence coaches. She's been working with leaders in multiple ways to ensure that they are able to do well. She's also a holistic life coach who focuses on a very holistic approach in dealing with various challenges that we might have in life. As a holistic master coach, she has been certified through ICF and, of course, has been working towards the mental well-being, emotional well-being of individuals, as well as she's been a corporate trainer. So moving forward, I welcome Janna Issa to the show. And thank you so much, Jana, for joining me today. We want to know more about you through you. So tell us more about yourself and your career. How did you start it?
Yes, thank you so much, Nushin, for hosting me. It's really an honor for me. And thank you for this amazing introduction. Actually, I originally have master's degree in chemistry. I went through the conventional system, like most people do, to go and ask ourselves, what is the best career that I want? And later on, I went into the pharmaceutical industry as a medical representative. And here I was asking myself, what is motivating me to wake up every day to go to my work? First of all, if I want to see it now from a reflective point of view, there is, of course, a motivation at some points, which is to prove myself, feeling significant, productive, a financial independent woman. Of course, there is a need. When I feel that I saturated this need, I was asking, I need more growth, personal growth in my life. So when I felt that I'm saturated, I asked myself what is very important for me is how I'm dealing with people. How can I change the mindset of the physician? Because I was dealing with physicians to convince them to prescribe a medicine. So what's really matter for me, it's not only the numbers or the business figures. It's important, but it's not the sparkle of my day. The sparkle is when a doctor said to me, I wasn't interested, and I'm being convinced and advocate for what you are delivering to me. So it was my reward system. From there, I get this insight. So I am into people development, and through my discoveries, and I worked on myself, of course. So I cannot be in this field without working on my internal blockages. So I worked in the two jobs as an employee, as an entrepreneur at the same time, and I was at this point feeling confused. How can I be motivating others? How can I motivate others to find their life purpose? And I'm living this dilemma. So when I did this career transition, I left my employment job, which is not easy, specifically not only for the pandemic issues, because I don't know if you know about the huge economical crisis and collapse in Lebanon. It was really a risk-taking.
People in Lebanon have many challenges. Yes.
Yes.
So I can understand that.
Even in the worst financial situation, I took this because I have this confidence and vision for my life purpose. And this is now I can help people to find their life purpose and live alignment, because this is the meaning of happiness and fulfillment.
This is truly inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, Jana. It makes a big difference to hear that, yes, there are challenges and there are problems in almost everybody's lives. But there are some regions where the challenges are bigger than other places. And I'm sure that you are certainly helping a lot of people in finding their purpose, in living a more meaningful and easier life than it could be otherwise. So coming to your experiences as a life coach, tell me what kind of problems do you really help people fix in life? One is, of course, finding the purpose. What are other issues that you can help them with?
Okay, from the holistic perspective, first of all, I was trying to work on their goals as the first layer. Then I discovered through my experience that if I was helping a client or a coachee with his career and he is not living a quality and healthy relationship at home, he will not be achieving their goals in career. So that's why I was experiencing that this is okay, but it's not the perfect and the complete transformative journey. That's why I go into the holistic approach. I helping people to work on their wheel of life, sector by sector, to put a plan from a holistic approach. If I'm not loving my body and caring about my well-being, diet, and I'm not loving myself, I cannot love others and love my work. That's why I'm working and I'm helping people to improve their body, their mindset, their emotional well-being, and their spirituality. Here, it's not always about religious, it's mainly about how I find meaning in my life and how I can be grateful, and I'm finding this inner peace and to connect and to find my true self. So when I'm helping people with this aspect, imagine that as you are removing the dust and having this clarity, and they directly make the decision. I'm not giving them advice. I'm not motivating them to take or make this decision. What I'm doing is to give them the tools that they can use it for the rest of their lives without using or asking an assistance for a specialist, to give them the tools to go in their life.
Right. This is very nice. You are enabling people to improve their lives on their own. And then they can obviously live a more meaningful and enriching life and can have stronger relationships. Wonderful. So, how do you help others build positive communication and upscale their skills?
Okay, so one of my projects that was really successful, that I worked with a group of youth with an NGO. The objective is a gender equality, and because they get the youth from all over Lebanon, from all the regions with different mindsets. So when they are working together, they found the conflicts because each one of them have this fixed mindset. And that's why we were working about to find the team bonding and the positive communication inside any organization or a team. What was really climax and exciting in this journey with those youth is that when we found the emotional culture, in addition to our common ground values, and let our how can we say it? Let our different perspective aside and looking what we have in common and build this common ground, then we can be able to have this positive communication and find the common dots even in our opposite opinions. I cannot start a communication without to find a common ground. So when we find this common ground of values, of ethics, and emotional culture, then we can easily open any discussion that's sometimes very sensitive in terms of politicians, in terms of religious, etc.
Great. Thank you so much. This is very insightful. I want to know where you are headed. Like, what are your plans for next few years? How you're going to grow? Yes, definitely you are adding value to other people's lives, but what are your own plans for yourself?
Yes, currently, I'm recently also certified as an emotional culture practitioner, and I'm really excited to spread this culture within the corporate industries. Through a card game. So my training methodology is based on gamifications, workshops, reflection, meditation. Of course, we are sending learning objectives, but I do prefer, this is my preferable learning style, to explore, to reflect, and to practice the learning objectives. Of course, two-way communications and discussion is very important, but I let the audience experience. So I went into sometimes role plays and the drama, because I have also background in theater and drama therapy. So I'm using all my passion, my skills into that training. So this creating emotional culture at workplace through a card game is very, very impactful. This is currently my future plan. It's really something very inspiring. It's about a program for 9 months with the collaboration of instructors, other coaches, multidisciplinary, and self-development, self-love, and emotional well-being and mindset, from a holistic, of course, approach, from going to the artistic inner child to our inner artist, to reveal the true self of every human being, to be well connected. It's a program of 9 months. So we're gonna do modules about the self, about the mindset, about the heart, and about the spirit. Then this person, when he finds truly what is the essence, the light inside him or inside her, we have also module for business entrepreneurship with a business coach to help each people implement their dream career and dream life. To be, everyone can be an entrepreneur unless she or he is connected with his or her true self.
I agree with this 200%. Because unless you're connected with your inner self, you're not able to do anything.
Yeah.
Even
you can find any solution.
Yeah. And if you're not emotionally strong or stable, let me call it, if you've not struck the balance, you're not going to reach anywhere at all, no matter how hard you try. So that's very true. So let's know more about emotional intelligence. Why you chose to become someone who enables people to be more emotionally intelligent, and why does it matter? Why should we be intelligent enough to understand emotions, not just ours, but also those of others?
Yeah, basically, if we look about the recent research in neuroscience and in leadership, we are seeing the emotional intelligence is the new aspect of leadership. This is the first thing. But why now we have this acceptance and increased and raised awareness about the importance of emotional intelligence? Because if you are looking, when we are thinking this is a myth, that we are making the best decision of our lives, it's logical and analytical. Actually, it's based on our emotions of either it's based on a pain or either it's based on a pleasure. So if I'm vibrating on a pleasure emotions, I will be making the best decision to myself. And if I am vibrating on a painful vibration, I will be victim and I will be living this victim mentality. So that's why emotion is the base. And all the research and studies, and because I studied also NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, we find that the emotions, it's our alarm system. When there is a misconception that you can't be emotional at workplace. It's something negative. You have to suppress your emotion, to leave it outside and be so rational and analytical. And what we can find very depressive mindset inside the work. Why? Because we are not using well our emotions. If you find this balance, like we are saying, it's like an alarm system. I have to recognize it, to know what I'm feeling, to be connected. And this is what I always encourage people to journal their emotions and to ask the root cause of this. What can I do? And this is the roadmap and the compass to find the ourself and how can we overcome any obstacle. If we master this way, we can find solution for any barriers or obstacles in our lives.
You're right. I have noticed one thing, Jana, that a lot of entrepreneurs are not willing to accept their vulnerabilities. They're afraid of acknowledging any spaces where they find themselves vulnerable and weak. How important is it to acknowledge these, and why should we do those?
Yes, thank you very much for this amazing question. And I heard a lot about that you don't have to show your weaknesses at work. You have to show always your confidence, your strength, your personality. That's very important, of course. But when you are confident, confidence, it's not arrogant. Confidence, it's when I know my strength and I'm really aware about my weaknesses and I'm willing to work on my weaknesses. So I'm not just looking at my weaknesses and nagging, oh, I have this problem, what I can do. This is something vulnerability and it will not help you in your work. But if you are standing in a balanced mindset, and we are human, we are not perfect, we are not hero. When we are changed this mindset and to accept our vulnerability, we can accept others people's vulnerability and help each other and have this unity in our community. So I encourage everyone, because I think we were growing in the mindset at school that you have two choices, right or wrong. We don't have the possibilities. Possibilities have no expiration date. There is unlimited. Because we are limited in our possibilities at school, at university, that's why we are limited in this mindset of vulnerability. When we change these limiting beliefs and be acceptable and for all the possibilities, I think we can grow more for ourselves and for others.
I agree with this 100%. Yes, you're very, very right about this. What is one important message that you want to give to women who are listening to us and to our general audience as well? One important message.
Yes, straightforward. If I'm not filling my cup, I cannot fill your cups. I cannot preach if I'm not practicing. I cannot practice or preaching or spreading the love language if I am a woman, if I am a wife, if I am a mother, if I'm not loving myself. We have a lack, to be honest, about self-love for women, because there is a culture because there is a culture to be realistic about guilt and shame, because there is a mindset that the women have to sacrifice, to give it all. Yes, it's good, but first of all, give as much as you take. This is not selfishness, it's balance, it's fairness. So I encourage every woman to start loving yourself. Is not all about your physical appearance, it's about to give love as much as you are to others, as much as you are giving love to yourself.
Yes, and once you start giving love, you will start receiving.
Yeah, it's abundant. Of course.
It's like that. All right, Jana, thank you so much for being with me today. It was really insightful to discuss so many things with you. And I'm looking forward to meet you very soon. Do visit us in Dubai. We are going to have a good time together, and there is a lot we can do. Thank you, and have a great day.
Have a great day, dear. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.